The strange story of little Judy, who had just turned 7 in August of '91 and was about to have a chance encounter with fate in a quiet rural community of Hope Falls, West Virginia.
So when I was little, me and my family would always go to this mall on East in Maine. We'd look around a bit, get some food, and if I behaved, they let me play some games in Arcade Zone. On this day, it was gonna be special because they had just gotten in a new game known as Mortal Kombat. And me, just being a kid, really wanted to try this new game. Well, this happened when I had just turned 7. Me and my friends were getting ready to play in the arcades, and I had just run out of quarters. After searching for what felt like hours, I had finally found the game I really wanted to play and rushed back to my cousin, who was 9. I asked if I could borrow some quarters, but he wasn't sharing any of his, so I figured to head back to Mom and ask her, since Dad had to go to work that day and Mom was my only other way to get any money. So, well, as I headed back towards her direction, I heard a faint psst. I look over to see a strange man, dressed in a creepy costume. The only reason I knew it was a man was because of his voice. He had waved me over, showing me his coin case and telling me if I ran out of at all, I'd have to do is ask for more. After a good hour of playing games and talking with this guy about games and life, I finally ran out of the second case of quarters. I asked if he had any more, and he said sure, but I'd have to come with him to his car, so that way he could give them to me personally. As we were walking out towards his car, I felt his arm move over my shoulder. It appeared to me that this guy was trying to force me outside. I managed to struggle away and ran through the mall into a security guard, who then took me to my mother. But it wasn't to be the last time I'd have to see this man. Apparently, he had followed us home, and it was later that evening. Mom was sleeping upstairs, and I was playing with my toys when I heard the front door open. I thought it was Daddy coming home early from work, and I ran to the room to meet him. When I got to the kitchen, it was that same man from the mall, still wearing that same costume he had on. It gives me shivers to think about it, as his eyes looked blank, as though he were dead or something. He told me to reach out my hand, and he gave me a necklace. He told me to take it to Mommy and tell her that he still loved her. Then he gave me the last quarter case and quietly left the house. It was the last I had seen of him. It turned out it was Mom's ex-boyfriend and my real father. After giving the necklace to Mommy, she called him and told him she wanted nothing more to do with him, which ultimately led to him killing himself. And the worst part, I still don't know what he looks like, as a week after he died, all his photos in Mom's album mysteriously vanished, or so she said.